for the final game. Game number 4 here for day number 1. Take it away, boys.
Excellent. We've got, again, the point of interest starting in the northern part of the map. It's up at Severny. We got folks running around the swimming pool, and this is actually pretty good stuff. They're getting ready to drop on in. But again, taking a look at the map, last time, as we mentioned, the plane path started at Novorotnoye and went a little bit northwest up towards the shooting range. And we will have to see exactly what happens this game, and that's going to really make it, dependent on where these guys jump to.
Yeah, and we also pretty much it's just going to come down to what kind of cover they have, right? Third person, there is going to be some snakes, as I'm seeing some snakes there in the chat by John Huergo. So it comes down to the plane path, and I'm ready to see this because is anybody going to go to military? And look at this plane path right here.
It's exactly opposite of the last game. It's coming in from the southwest this time, from Primorsk all the way up to Stalberg. Again, very central, a lot of options. Again, you're going to be able to jump almost anywhere, but I do expect a lot of car drops here and trying to get up to places like Georgia Pole.
And look at this, smack down the middle in Pochinki. I wonder if any team is just going to try to go ahead and risk it, go there, or if they're going to go ahead and try to stay away because they know the plane path is literally going straight down the middle through Pochinki. I want to see at least one team go for it.
I would love that. I'd like to see like 6 teams go for it. That would be more exciting in my opinion.
That'll be some action right there.
Absolutely. Teams starting to make their way out of the plane at this point. They are going to be hitting the first part of this map quite a bit. Who is going to head over to military base? Looks like Team 3 is on their way over there. Very excited to see if they're going to be able to get that all to themselves. It definitely looks like they will. So here we go. Making their way halfway across the map now. We still have quite a few people in the plane.
Yeah, and as we're actually seeing, is this Team 3, are they going to try to go for military base? And look at that. It doesn't look like anybody's going to try to go for Pochinki. It might be a little bit too much for them. And what I'm trying to see here is where's Grimes going to try to go as well.
Absolutely. I'm really kind of curious to see if we get a single drop at any point in this tournament in Pochinki. You've been wanting a Pochinki drop, and we're just not getting it so far, Seven.
We're not, and we're not even getting a military drop as well. Look, Team 10 right here. Ooh, that outfit. Ooh, my goodness. Team 10 just showing off the outfits that you can get in PUBG Mobile. I'm loving this, man.
Absolutely. Nice work on the outfits for sure. That does look pretty good.
That suit right there, not being able to jump through that window, that happens sometimes. You know, sometimes you're a little bit too thick. It happens. Got to start working out.
Come on, Sevens. You know nothing about this. We got Team 9 all the way up in Kameshki here, looting up, and that's quite the jump on the parachute. They are still in parachutes. As they hit the ground, the zone has set itself. The very first safe zone will be in the southwest portion of the map. It's going to be at least on the main island, and then the military base still in play as well.
Yeah, and Team 12 right here getting that kill already right off the rip by Apartments. He says, where you going, boys? Sit your butt down. And G-Bay getting some kills. And look at Team 12. They currently only got pistols. Will they be able to go ahead and use that to their advantage? Or do they want to go ahead and just stand back a little bit more and loot this whole map? And we actually got the first zone, too.
Absolutely. We got, oh my God, it's Firefox over on the other apartment there. Taking some shots down to about 50% health. And it does look like she is potentially in trouble here. So we'll have to see if she's able to make it out.
Still with that pistol, and also taking painkillers here out in the middle of the open. Maybe not the best thing to do, but hey, there you go.
As you predicted,
about it.
Getting popped with the 1895 revolver from across the compound. For some reason, that is why you definitely don't do meds and painkillers and boosts out in the open. Very simply, just had to walk around the corner and go inside, and she would have been just fine.
Just don't do anything out in the open. Pretty much, that's pretty much what it comes down to. It happens to me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm a pro noob sometimes, and it happens. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure they'll know by tomorrow, and more than likely they're not gonna go ahead and do that. And interesting stuff here by Prison, as Thunder is currently already in prison. And look at this, by Divine, the mansion, the one we've all been waiting to see.
We've got Miss Vixen and Team Soon here colliding at the mansion. It does look like these guys may end up actually colliding and fighting, but we'll see. They're a little bit away, but also very close at the same time.
I wonder what's going to happen here. Look at all the teams currently outside the zone as well. We got a zone that's currently favorably military base, and look at that. There's actually finally a team in military base, which is kind of good to see. And they have military base all to themselves. And right here, Richie getting some shots on Mac Daddy, I believe it was. They are by the hospital. Those guys just being able to go ahead and get some great loot, and not only that, making sure they let them know, hey, stay away. We're here. We're pressing. You don't want to come here right now.
Not at all. It does look like we have our first squad eliminated. We're down to number 19, it looks like, and we are looking at those guys here looting up at the hospital. I like the hospital, but it is a little bit difficult to get in and out of that location as there is the gate in front and back only, and pretty difficult to jump over those iron fences that are surrounding it.
Yeah, and I want to see what teams that didn't do so well in the first game, how they're going to go ahead and react to this game. Especially because this is the final match of the day. We'll be back tomorrow, so make sure you go ahead and tune in at the same time, 11 a.m. Definitely not p.m. Everybody might be sleeping there. Pacific time, because day number 2 will be coming your way.
Sounds amazing. We have Daylight running across the field, heading towards Claytano here. Claytano and his squad are getting ready. I don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of hanging out in the grass. They should be looting or going somewhere, traveling, doing something. Claytano's looting up. They're at literally a single house, all 4 of them. I'm not sure what's going on.
I wonder. And they're fairly close. 20
Daylight doing the same thing, though. This is going to be an interesting fight.
I want to see what kind of loot they currently have, if they're ready to engage. Oh, they got a shotgun. You do not want a shotgun in that situation right there. What?
UMP. So we have submachine guns versus pistols and shotguns here. I really don't know what the play is on that. Perhaps maybe not being aware of the map itself and where the buildings are, but they definitely need to get some loot, because right now, even killing each other, they're going to be looting shotguns and submachine guns from the other team as well. So
I'd rather stay away from that. I don't think that's worth just killing somebody for a shotgun. I'll wait maybe until they get like an M4 or something I'm a little bit more comfortable with. With the shotguns, I'm used to just whiffing a lot of shots. Ooh, Aztec right there gets pissed. Aztec is going to be able to go ahead and take somebody down from the car. It is underrated currently in the car. They're not stopping. They're still going. Aztec just getting some shots. Get somebody really low. Both of them low on health. He's not able to go ahead and take them down. And on top of that, he didn't get taken down himself. So that great plays, actually.
That was extremely risky there from underrated. Swinging by a guy with an assault rifle in the open and then missing. That was extremely risky. They got really lucky to make it out of that situation with 2 players alive.
And talking about that, I actually want to go back to that, because underrated, there you go. One of them is dead. And G-Bay, pretty much super low on health. If TG decides to go ahead and taking out the tires here, he's going to be in a lot of trouble and in a lot of hurt.
Absolutely. You can see that fight kind of developing. We got the red zone on top of the school in Squad 12 there. And then up north, you see, again, North George being a very popular spot for a lot of these top squads. You've got Team Gates up there looting up uncontested.
Ooh,
and they're going to be loading out with pretty much fully geared players from North Georgia Pool.
Look at this here. We're going underground. They're trying to see what they got. And look, once again, in pretty much the same thing we saw from the first game. Team being separate from each other, they get hurt. Underrated, having 2 players not even close to where they actually got killed earlier, it's hurting them, because one of them is already dead. They're currently down just to 3 men.
Yeah, it's true. We've got Miss Vixen and her squad taking care of the shelter right now, trying to get all of the precious loot that is at the shelter, and we have some stuff developing up in South Georgia Pool potentially. It looks like Lights Out, those guys, comprised of Lights Out members, have rotated into South George, and we've got an engagement pretty much brewing here shortly. We've also got Swoosh Man, I'm Rewind, Crazy Lightning, looting up a small compound here out in the middle of nowhere, getting ready to grab some Jeeps and head off to the northwest here towards the shelter.
And kind of a little bit what we saw there from the first third-person game. Everybody's just taking it easy. Obviously, we had some deaths here and there, but for the most part, everybody just wants to go ahead and wait for the final zone, loot up as much as they can, get positioning, and get ready, because it's gonna get crazy here. It can get crazy at any moment, to be honest. But right now, people are just more focused on just wanting to go ahead and loot up, get positioning, see where the zone might be landing, maybe even go for some airdrops, as we saw some airdrop guns coming to action in the last game.
Absolutely. Taking a look at South George now, we got the Powerpuff Boys taking on those guys. Powerpuff Boys led by the Dawn Iraqi Zorro. He is heading across the field now. Goofy getting shot by Richie. He is in a world of hurt now, less than half life remaining, and these teams definitely now know each other are there, and they are looking at each other. So this is going to be interesting to see if those guys are able to put some pressure out. They may go for the knock first before they try to push, but you can be sure they're going to try to take these guys out before they rotate.
And something I want to go ahead and see as well is if somebody's outnumbered, are they going to try to go for the knock, or are they just going to go ahead and try to play it safe? For example, in the last one, what we saw, it was just one guy up against 3 people. He was able to knock somebody down, but by doing that, he gave away his position. And not only that, he didn't get any points because the guy ended up getting picked up. So something to go ahead and keep an eye out here on this game. And oh my gosh, I'm loving that lean there
Check
for the
map.
M16.
Up in the north, you are losing a couple of guys earlier. They have actually rotated all the way up to Stalber. They're going to ride the edge in, but they don't know that there's actually somebody behind them in Kameshki that's doing the same thing early, so they could be in for a bit of a surprise here, focusing our attention back on those guys. We've got Richie, third person peeking the window, and when you hear me say third person peeking, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You notice how he's not exposing any of his body, but he's aware of what is going on outside, and he will only peek when he has a shot lined up.
And interesting stuff here by the team, by Military Base, are just pretty much by themselves. And look at this right here, AWM. And this one, people might actually go for this. It's pretty much in the path of where
right
people usually go to.
This
right
is right on the
bridge.
middle of the road. The bridge could be there. If the
Gas
zone
station.
goes north, you could even see the guys on Military Island happening right across that. We have, it looks like Underrated has split. We've got G-Bay up north at Stalber. They're employing a strategy here for placement. G-Bay has gone off on his own. They are going to be having him camp out, stay alive. They've given him all of the meds. Guaranteed. If we check over on G-Bay's character, he's going to be rocking like 10 first aid kits or something stupid, sitting out in the blue zone. The rest of his team is down south of Pachinki, so they are nowhere in the same neighborhood. We got shots fired here from Team Fandy here inside of Rozhok.
Rozhok, Team Fandy, 17 versus Team 12. Are they gonna go ahead and push right here? Somebody gets caught outside the zone. He's gotta watch out. He's got no gun now. What is he doing? There you go. Finally, go ahead and takes out the gun. And look at this, the M24 actually coming into play as he's getting some shots out, and somebody's just peeking there back and forth. He does get taken out. 2 of Team 12 currently down. They gotta watch out.
That is the Pachinki Bandits there. Hotted and his squad inside. They are in serious trouble, but Kanoa is firing shots back. He gets the knock with the M16, and it looks like we have some pressure here right outside. And what just happened? I don't even know. He looked at him and just like, listen, I'm going to get naked and shoot you from point blank.
And here comes the smoke grenade. He knows that his teammate is pretty much getting picked off. Is he going to try to go for it? This is something I was talking about earlier. Oh
nice
my
shots
gosh,
there from
that
Kanoa.
beautiful shot right there.
He's doing work with that M416. You guys saw that on the cutaway earlier on in the broadcast. The M416, the choice of many of these mobile players. It is a fantastic rifle, and Kanoa here is demonstrating how valuable it is.
And we actually got a 1v1 right here on 12 and 17, it looks like. So are they going to be able to clutch it here? Now, keep in mind, Kanoa actually has a level 3 vest, so if he decides to go ahead and go into that house, it might favorite him, honestly, because he'll get up close and personal. And there you go. They spot each other. They know where they're at. And actually, one more guy from Team 17 is still alive. So something to go ahead and keep an eye on, as Kanoa is currently outnumbered here on your screen. He notices somebody. There you go. He's able to shut him down. Kanoa being able to get that down. And he's now up to him and Randy. Now we got the 1v1 I was talking about.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that. Shots again from Kanoa. Oh, Randy down to 1 HP. He's going to have to apply some bandages. Kanoa, I don't know if he's been watching the kill feeds. I don't know if he knows that it's just one person left. Hotted actually passes away, unable to get the revive in time, and Randy's going to try to run and get some cover here. Heal up. Will he go for it? Oh, no! Kanoa comes out and gets the shot, the finish with the M16. Says, forget the M4. I'm just going to single tap this guy to death, and that is a squad wipe, ladies and gentlemen. Clutch play from Kanoa.
And that's why sometimes you just got to sacrifice your players. He decided, instead of healing up, trying to go and pick up his teammate, and that was the death of them. Oh, man.
That's a great point.
Really sucks.
You just brought that up at the end of last game. Sometimes you've got to take care of yourself first. A lot of people look at that and say, well, that's selfish. Well, it's the smart play. It's strategic. You got to go in, heal up, clean yourself up, lick your wounds, and then come back to fight another day.
It definitely is. And we got Protopia here. What are they going to be able to do? They're currently sitting at 0 kills. Evo pretty much just looking at Lady Hammers. Lady Hammers just decides to get out of there. They don't want any part of that, and they are currently way outside the zone. Look at this zone right here. Looks like we're going to have a main island zone, which boats are more than likely not going to come into play. And also Team 3, Team Hectic, by that airdrop, was somebody able to pick up that AWM and put it into play? That's what I want to find out.
It looks like Fat Boy here has got I'm Rewind pinned behind a tree. He is in serious trouble. No sign of his squad. So they are going to head up and finish him off. It looks like Aztec, Heisenberg, Marciano, Tech will be bringing up the rear here. He does get the finish. And beautiful Uzi still in tow for Fat Boy late in this game. So again, team alive. We've got 18 still on the board We've had a couple of squad wipes so far. One exciting one we just watched in Rozhok with Kanoa getting that clutch action going 1v4 and actually coming out victorious.
And Team Gate still over there in Georgeville. They're pretty much playing the same tactics that we saw from Game Stars. And another airdrop comes through. Everything level 3 and the Groza, which if we end up being, as we were talking earlier, we end up being close in a close quarters end zone, that's going to come into huge plays. That gun just shreds.
It's a great close quarter combat gun. A little bit harder to use at range. I would recommend a 2x scope or less on the Groza, but it is a very mean weapon up close and personal. We've got a zone now centering on the middle part of Erangel, and we now know that the military island and up north in the shooting range area, this is all out of play. So all the teams now trying to get south, with the exception of Team Gate, still all by themselves up north looting in Georgopol. They have the entire city to themselves. They're happy to just sit up there, sit on their points and their placement, and let everybody else duke it out, and they'll come into the zone a little bit later on when it's more clear where they need to go, and they'll be looted and booted.
Hey, we've seen some teams do that. Pretty much just wait until you actually definitely have to push the action lane, so you just can't be outside the zone any longer, and just come and clean up kills, which is something that they were kind of able to do there towards the end of the last match. They were able to perform just amazing, but they waited for somebody to just go ahead and start engaging and just come in and swoop them up.
Absolutely. Daylight is doing similarly down in the south part, down in Primorsk. They are looting up still. Again, the difference between them and Team Gates up in the north is they're still inside of the safe zone. The blue zone is coming in now. They will have to rotate. But again, so far they haven't been taking zone damage.
And we got another airdrop coming into play. And what's funny, after seeing that map overlay, right? There's absolutely nobody near Pochinki.
It's right in the center of the map. Nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to go to Pochinki.
They do not want to. And actually, I don't blame him, honestly. I don't blame him. Just go for the placing, go for the kills. Don't go to anywhere where you might think there's going to be a lot of people. But just off of that, they might be able to, if anybody does go, there's going to be some great loot there because nobody has been there.
Wamp chooses to watch these guys drive by, not give away his position. Probably smart as he only had a red dot on the AK. Maybe not enough to land a kill shot there. So he just chooses to watch, take note of their position, watch where they're going, and he stays quiet and stealthy, which sometimes is the play. You never know.
And it's interesting to see their two-car strategies. Just one team with 2 cars, just in case one does get taken out.
Oh no!
Underrated G-Bay currently getting shot. He has to watch out. They do have the DP. That could destroy his car.
Absolutely.
His vehicle. Don't be anywhere near that, as you are the only one, I believe, from underrated. Stay away from anybody with a DP or any type of light machine gun.
That guy and those guys have taken aim at G-Bay. He has made his way. I can't tell exactly where he's at on the map, but I believe he may be making his way back to the squad. I'm surprised that he showed his face again, given how far north he was at Stalber. He really took a detour and went up north.
And look at this news flash here. Underrated still has more people than just G-Bay. That's good to see. Thunder is still alive. I guess they were just kind of playing with that thing. We're just away from each other. And this man, Thunder, might having some issues there, just controlling the recoil. It's all good. It's the M4. You got this. I believe in you, baby.
Absolutely. That's a tough distance to go at full auto with an M4 with a 2x. I mean,
G25. G25 currently taking out Lady Hammers, I believe.
Oh, no. Trollin getting a shot there, getting the knock as well.
And we do have a new circle here moving in, so
we might just go to Pochinki after all. This circle is headed that way.
Can you imagine?
To the east towards Pochinki.
Oh, I might just get my wish here, which is going to be definitely interesting.
Absolutely.
And look at all the teams.
Look at Kanoa up north, still riding the zone on the ridge just south of Rozhok there. Again, the last survivor coming out of Rozhok, and he is going to be rotating by himself, just trying to outlast. There are, again, guys, still 18 teams alive at this point. Everyone vying for placement as the points do jump up. There's a shot there from Evo YT, taking down Wamp. Wamp's had a great tournament so far. Bobby Plays getting some shots out the window, and Miss Vixen lighting them up. Good play.
Vixen gets pretty much to their 25. Look at Evo just with that beautiful control of the recoil there with the Mini 14. Let's see if he's going to go ahead and push him. What are they going to do here? They do have the advantage. Some of the teams from 18, right, Vixen's team are currently down. And look at this. We might have somebody going up. And G-Bay takes out Irene. Irene gets taken out. Lady hammers, and Evo gets taken out there by Vixen. Vixen with a great play.
She ain't messing around, man. I didn't know that she played PUBG Mobile at all, but she can handle herself. Look at her out there with the mini, popping off shots, getting some work done here. Miss Vixen very impressed so far with her.
Bobby plays there, gets pretty much caught outside. He wasn't moving that much. He gets taken out. Is he going to get revived? Is autocorrect going to go ahead and push the action here, as they do have some players currently from Fruitopia currently down. They need to push.
A
this
great
is the time.
push coming in from Miss
Love
Vixen.
it.
They're able to cover this ground while their teammates are healing up here. It looks like autocorrect did a great service to Miss Vixen, allowing her the time to get across that open field. They were in a bad spot, and now they're in a position of power.
And look at Evo. Evo decides to go ahead and go just at the top. I think they were able to go ahead and pick up Bobby plays as well. Here comes the nades. Here comes the flashbangs. Here comes the smokes. As G25, we actually switched to G25 and underrated. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Vixen, look at Vixen too coming in. Vixen being able to destroy there the end. I wasn't able to see that name. And look at this right here. Star Snipe. Star Snipe needs to go ahead and help out his team. He's pretty much peeking. He is using. Oh, Bobby Plays gets destroyed.
So close.
But Star Snipe being able to clutch it there for his team. And now everybody's getting picked up.
Unfortunate for Miss Vixen and her squad. I thought they played that really well as they possibly could have. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out for them. But fake Star Snipe.
What an exchange there. Beautiful plays there by Star Snipe, as he was able to go ahead and just pretty much get everybody up. And now we got Team Gates currently engaging with,
check it out.
I believe it's Lady Hammers.
Yeah, looks like they are in trouble. We've got Danikins off in the shack to the other outside of the engagement here. We get Animosity up north, and again, Rolex super low. Irene and Knight have already been knocked and killed, so it definitely looks like Rolex is going to be pushing the action here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the fight that just went down on the other side of the map. We had DT gone YT getting pushed here. Miss Vixen unable to get it done. Autocorrect, though, trading shots, and it looks like he is in a position of power until Star Snipe shows up on the scene, and the final two members of his squad are able to push and finish off the squad to get the kill there.
Star Snipe, beautiful play there. Beautiful replay brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Now, I noticed how Bobby Plays was able to go ahead and come into the action there, and he was able to distract autocorrect, and Star Snipe able to come in and just destroy everybody. And now we are currently 15 teams are left on this final game. Who's going to win it? PB, who do you think you got so far?
I think right now it looks like Rolex and his crew are in a really good spot, getting some shots off here through the window. Nice shots on Claytano, dude. The Mini 14 has been very well used today. A lot of squads are rocking that as their secondary weapon and really using it nicely.
One of the guns we actually mentioned at the start of the broadcast. So interesting that we've seen some of the guns that we mentioned earlier actually coming into play. And yeah, I think I might have to be there with you, right? It seems like they're currently outside the zone, but they are getting those kills, they are getting those knocks, they are getting those points. So they're looking to go 2 for 2. Can they do it? You currently watching at home, let us know in the comments. Tweet at us. Do you think Team Gates is going to go ahead and take it? If not, let us know. Who do you think is going to win? Spam it right now in the comments.
That's right. You can also tweet us at us on Twitter, #StarChallengeNA, and that'll get our attention. All right, we've got Lady Hammers there holding town. It looks like Team Gates, but Kato is going to actually knock Danikins, and now they're in trouble, down to their final member, and they are going to turn on them and finish them off. Rolex getting Danikins taken out. Animosity trying to get out. Shots fired. Gets her right on the tail end there. Kato getting some shots off, and then Carnage peeking the corner, and that is another squad down. We have 14 remaining at this point.
And something I want to point out about that play right there, if we can actually go ahead and have a replay, because that was beautiful. Just seeing how everybody was flanking from different sides. They were not just going straight at them. They were actually flanking and getting different angles, which is something I just love seeing. Look at this right here, Carnage, right? Carnage knows that more than likely she's going to be getting shot by somebody, and he's able to go ahead and get that kill. He knows more than likely Claw Kodo or Potato Sam was able to go ahead and call that out. Beautiful, beautiful replays there once again.
Good teamwork. It looks like Claytano and his squad are back up. They were able to survive those shots from the Mini 14 on Team Gates, and they are now headed to the zone, rotating away from Team Gates. Probably a smart move. We also have those guys trying to make their way in as well. It looks like up north we still have Konoha all by himself, edge of zone, probably laying prone. There are those guys getting some action in right now. Grimes getting popped, Dinky getting popped. Oh, the AK up close.
The AK coming in and reaching. Look at that with the M4. He says, hold up a second. Hold up. I'm here too. Look at that guy.
Oh
that
my
guy's
goodness,
with
that guy's finishing it. Look at him go.
Oh my gosh.
That guy absolutely throwing down, saving his teammates from a bad situation. 2 knocked here, and that guy getting the kills for those guys. And Richie and him will go ahead and pick up their teammates, and then we'll move on. Mac Daddy getting some shots in from the distance with the BSS. Wow, not too shabby there. Mac Daddy representing Don Iraqi Zorro from the Powerpuff Boys.
One of the guns that actually looks overlooked sometimes in remakes. They're getting some kills also for Team Hectic. I think that might be the first kill there for Team Hectic. Remember, they did land in military and then decided to go ahead and start moving up slowly and slowly. And I think I did see somebody there with the ghillie suit, so I wonder if they were able to maybe get
that crate.
AWM.
Yeah, we'll see if the AWM is indeed in play. We do have a lot of action going down right now. We have Raiden getting some fights here. Who are they taking on? We got ASAP going on against Star Snipe.
What's crazy? Star Snipe's team gets taken out by Team Hectic. You go, Metal Core's team. Woohoo! That was awesome.
7WG has his own hype he's brought to the chat, guys. Do you have some as well? We've got people driving around out in the middle of nowhere. What are they doing? P90 Princess and her squad really trying to make their way to the zone. But Don Iraqi Zorro is putting down those M16 shots from a distance, and he's pretty accurate with them as well, landing some shots. The zone has shifted hard, ladies and gentlemen, and it is looking like we're favoring a couple teams right now. We'll check those on the map in just a moment, but yeah, it is small.
Once again,
and no one is in.
Only 2 teams inside the zone, and we currently have 12 teams, so that means 10 teams, doing the quick math there in my head, have to go ahead and start positioning themselves a little bit better. And it looks like Team Gates is currently in a little bit of trouble here as they are caught outside the zone, and they might get sandwiched, although they are currently split. Look at that, they're going for the split. 2 players in one side, 2 players in a different side, and Carnage is just doing some work with what I believe it was the
definitely
M24.
have an engagement right now with Kato and Carnage taking on TG Heisenberg and crew there. Potato Sam and Rolex going to be rotating over. We are down to 9 teams now. Another squad has been wiped. Rolex, Carnage, Kato, and Sam still all 4 alive, on foot now, trying to get to the zone. Guys, they have a long way to go. So for those of you rooting for Rolex and crew, the odds are stacked against them right now. Will they be able to overcome? We'll have to see as this game continues to move on.
And G25 here getting into some trouble again against Team 20. I believe that's Clayton, right? Oh my goodness. There you go. I'm loving this.
Look at those guys. Are they going to go for the crate? They are right on top of it, out in the middle of the map. We'll have to see if they're stopping by it here shortly. It looks like G25 and ZF the Kid, they've got a knock. Oh, man, this is bad for Claytano. Claytano's knocked as well. They're going to try to get their squad back up. Looks like they're down to 1 member left. Yes, Quickscope saved the day so far. He has not fallen victim to G25's bullets.
And he's got to watch out here. He does have another teammate, but more than likely, I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and try to sacrifice him here as Claytano needs to go ahead and heal up. Quickscope. Oh my gosh, a grenade very, very close to him. He has to watch out for that. Claytano decides not to heal up, and he gets taken down by Twinkles. Interesting play there by Claytano.
I wonder if he didn't know where he was getting shot from or what the story was, because he went and crouched right in line of sight of the players that knocked him in the first place, and they were able to wipe him down.
And look at that.
Now they've got to deal with the zone.
Nope, not going to pick you up. And right there. Wow.
And that right there caused him big
point.
time.
Huge turning point right there. And I think I saw Rolex go down there. Denki taken out as well. Clay Cotto being able to
look at that.
Denki.
The lights out crews are fighting each other. We've got Rolex taking on that guy. That guy gets knocked, but it looks like Potato Sam goes down. Richie taking down Rolex, and that is a squad wipe. Rolex and crew have been wiped out by that guy and his crew. That guy and Richie are now down to the final couple of people. It looks like there is a third party stopping in, TG as well, trying to push their way up the hill here. This is absolutely chaotic.
Look at this zone once again. The circle is so tiny, and it doesn't look like anybody is currently inside the zone. Something that we saw in the first match of Group B. It happens once again. Now, I'm loving the placing here by that guy.
Look at this rotation.
Except Aztec. Look at that rotation by Aztec. Beautiful plays there. He's actually looting? I believe, yes, he is looting.
Oh, wow. Big time mistake from him. Going to loot. Had the menu up on his screen. That guy's going to take full advantage of that. him and Richie cleaning house right now. They do get a knock there. Richie having to stand up. It's all up to him right now if those guys want to continue on in this tournament.
Richie for the win, being able to go ahead and take them out right there, using that third person to their advantage. And honestly, I have no idea why they decided to loot.
Oh my goodness.
They know it's third
that
person.
That better make the highlight reel right there. That was an incredible play. Clutch play by Richie, standing up to finish that one off. But the curious decision to loot in that scenario, maybe they didn't know they were there, but there was just a fight that broke out right, 2 seconds before that between Rolex and his crew. Now we've got G25 pushing into the zone. We also have Squad 15 there. Not sure who that is exactly, but they are pushing their way in just ahead of the zone, and this is looking to be absolute chaos as 5 teams are left.
Look at the damage by that zone. 15 M Bone HD taking a lot of damage. He might actually go down right here. I don't think he's going to have enough time to heal up. There you go. 15 gets taken out by the zone. The zone, you don't want to get caught on it. And right here, Team 15, named Bra, is going to run into some snakes, it looks like, because they're not moving.
Oh, he is no chance there. G25 just waiting for him, saying, thank you.
But
they're going to take him down on the way into the zone.
Look at this right here. He decides to lay down. Is he going to try to go ahead and pick him off? He could actually pick him off. I don't think there's any ridges right there. And Richie and that guy currently sitting at the top of that little hill. Look at that right there. Richie using third person to his advantage, taking out
Richie
one time.
With the kill. He's going to push, or is he not? He's going to stay. He sees some people down the hill to his left. He sees Bullet, and he's going to key in on that using the grenade instead.
Ooh. He was able to move. I think they're going to go ahead and get picked up. I think they're going to go ahead and just wait it out as that smoke is coming in. I think Richie just wants to play it safe a little bit. And look at this.
Oh, G25's in a world of hurt right now. They have the most players alive out of everybody, but they're stuck in the middle of everyone, and everyone seems to know where they're at. Incoming bullets, a hail of bullets. Another knock there. Richie gets knocked inside of smoke. There is a chance to get picked up here, but everybody's in trouble. That guy with a huge clutch kill.
Definitely. He's definitely going to be able to pick him up. Now, keep in mind, 20 seconds pretty much until this zone is going to start moving, and the only team that is currently inside the zone is Team Hectic.
Yeah, it looks like Metal and his crew are very well positioned. This is going to be really, really difficult for G25 as well as those guys to try to make their way in. Getting picked up right now is Richie. He is up. They've got a heal. He's got 6 seconds, and it is not looking good.
They gotta run for it. They have no other option.
Their goal right now is to take out G25.
That guy trying to get Crypto. He's not able to get that many bullets on him. He gotta run, boy. Look at the damage of that zone. And Twinkles trying to, there you go. Those guys get taken out. Now, right now, Team Hectic is in the best position possible. As Team 15, we only have 4 teams left. 4 teams left. So let us know in the comments right now, who do you got? 11, 15, 12, or 3? Spam the number as Ray is able to go and pick out somebody there with the M4.
Oh, nice shot.
Twinkles is trying to get behind the tree as the zone is right up on his butt. And Metalcore actually curling down. Oh my
goodness. Great clutch shots here from Twinkles of G25. He's got to get a quick heal off and keep pushing their way in. We're down to the final 2 guys, ASAP, and it looks like Metalcore and his guys parked in the house, obviously in the better position. They're going to try to pick up by Metalcore here, get him back in the action, but it is a 4v2. 6 alive, 2 teams. Who do you guys got? Is it Metalcore and his crew, or is it going to be G25 and Twinkles up there? Crypto getting shots on him. He is getting lit up out in the open field, trying to push his way across. Oh, and he goes down.
Remix being able to go ahead and take out there Crypto. Twinkle. Oh, I really hope Twinkle doesn't try to go for the revive here.
Oh, no,
he's more smokes.
He's on fire, man. Molotov cocktail for you. Enjoy. He's in the zone now. That's going to do it. And Josh P finishing it with the mini, taking down G25 Twinkles. So great game there. Really nice job by Metalcore and his guys to get that position.
Pretty much getting carried by his squad. He's got 0 kills, Ray 3, Josh P 4, and Remix 4. Great stuff there by Team Hectic as they just went on a tear.
Absolutely. Man, that was a crazy into that one once again. Again, slow starting at first, but as those zones kind of shifted again, we saw a really hard shift on all of those circles, and it left teams like those guys really just kind of out on a limb on the